Hey church, it's Wednesday evening. It's beautiful. My son and I are out for a walk. Jesse's got some energy every day, but especially on a beautiful day like this. He and his sister have been out playing, and just got another email from the annual conference saying that we shouldn't have any gatherings larger than 10 people. And I'm mulling over how it is that we can and should be the church over the next couple weeks or months, however long this goes. Of course, President Trump yesterday said that he wants this all to be over by Easter, and that would be very nice. And I don't know what's possible. So I'm not a medical expert, just like most of you guys. I'm very appreciative of our nurses and our people in our congregation who work with the most vulnerable persons. I heard this week that Brandy got exposed, and so I sure hope she doesn't have it. And there are a number of people that are very affected in our congregation by this. So I just want to urge everybody to be in prayer for one another. And my original encouragement and exhortation was that we not judge one another and how we do or do not observe all of our instructions. You know, there's just a lot of things that we're all doing our best through all of this. So be gracious. And something I wrote in an email just a couple days ago, and I just feel very strongly about, and I hope you do too, is that Christians should live differently from other people. We should not wrong others in the midst of crisis the way that some people do. We shouldn't be ruled by fear. You know, it's important to acknowledge danger where it is, but also, do we really believe in this salvation thing? Do we believe that our lives are hid in Christ? Do we believe that we don't need to fear sin or death whenever we're in Christ? You know, so that doesn't mean that we have no regard for our lives, but that just means that we have regard for other things more than life, namely righteousness, godliness, and dare I say it, the church. You know, there are a lot of preachers I'm hearing lately talking about how the church is just a building, and it's not. The building is the place where the church meets, but the church is the assembled body of believers, and that means something to me. That's a big and powerful thing. So right now I feel like our connection to one another is maybe suffering a bit. The guys in the jail see me walking by with my phone talking to it. They think I'm crazy, I'm sure. But I want to urge everybody, there's going to be a day where all this is over, and I wonder how many of us will have felt our connection to the church fall apart. Hey guys. Thank you. Yeah, I think. Yeah. Oh yeah. Appreciate you guys. Sheriff and undersheriff. I want to believe that whenever this is all over, that our connection to one another will be as strong or stronger than it was before. A lot of that depends on decisions we make right now. You know, a lot of people fall out of connection, and they feel like they're doing okay. They feel like they don't really miss it, and they might even enjoy the freedom of Sunday morning or other ministries that they were connected to. They might not miss immediately, but I think the church is something more than a social club, and I think our connection to one another in Christ is something that is most holy. So I just wanted to encourage all of you to have every intention of jumping right back in when this is all over. And then in the meantime, let me know how it is that I can encourage you, how it is that I can build you up in Christ, maintain our connections of friendship between me and you personally, but also one another. Relationships fall apart. And, this comes in the context of an America where people have fewer close friends than we ever have before. Well, since we started keeping stats, this is exacerbating a lot of negative trends that were already going on. So I say all that just to help everybody be sober and intentional. And I just want to make sure you know that I care, because, I'm not able to be present in the ways that I usually am. So God bless all of you for the ways in which you're trying to not be part of the problem and God willing, be part of the solution to this, whatever it is. So just know that I'm praying for you, and I still love being your pastor, even if I don't get to see you. May God be with us all.